Hey everyone, Kevin here. I want to walk you through step by step exactly how you should prepare to get your extra stimulus money from the bill that will be passed by the time I post this video. I'm currently sitting here eavesdropping in on the House of Congress. I've already brought this up in another video, but I want to show you some cheap, easy tricks to make sure you're the first to hear about it. And when I say cheap, I actually mean free. This is what I'm watching right now. I've literally been sitting here all day long, putting these headphones in and seeing what people are saying in the House of Congress. And all I'm hearing so far is a bunch of bickering about how the Democrats hate the Republicans and the Republicans hate the Democrats. Basically, I just summed up like 3 hours of debate for you. The Republicans hate the committees that the Democrats want, and the Democrats are like, well, we need oversight committees. And the Republicans are like, well, we don't need oversight on top of oversight. I am exhausted having listened to all this stuff, or at least a good portion of it. And that's a good summary for you. But anyway, what I want to show you here is when this passes, which is going to pass by the time you see this video published, this will have passed. What I want to show you is exactly how to make sure you're first in line to get your EIDL grant money. So I already explained what the EIDL grant money is in another video. I'm just gonna give you a quick recap here in case you don't know. It's for anybody who has a side hustle, a small business, you're self-employed, or whatever. You are technically eligible to get $1,000 in extra stimulus money per employee that you have at your own company. So if you're a 1099 salon worker, guess what? You're one employee. You're your own business. You're one employee. You get an extra $1,000 if you fill out this form. If you have a small business, you and your wife work together, you get $2,000. You get a small business, it's you, your wife, your dad, and your friend, cool. You can apply for $4,000, up to $10,000. The problem is they're only passing an additional $10 billion, which is like, well, $10 billion. I mean, that sounds like a lot. No. All that money was gone in like 2.5 weeks the first time around. Now way more people know about this. In fact, the last video I made on this went #1 on trending. Like, what? What? Like, thank you. That is the first million view video I've ever had in my life. Thank you very much, YouTube. I appreciate all of y'all. But here are the exact steps you need to follow to make sure you as well can get your extra money. Here we go. Uh-oh, we're getting close. I better hurry up on this video. We already got 305 yays and 5 nays. Who's voting no? Anyway, who cares? This is gonna pass. Let's talk about the steps. Oh, and just a quick note in terms of what to expect. I filled what I'm about to show you out on March 29th, and I received the grant, that totally free money. You don't have to repay it. You don't have to accept their loan in the future. You could say no to the loan if they offer you one in the future, if they even end up getting in touch with you. But I applied on the 29th of March, and my credit was frozen. That is, you had no ability to access my credit portfolio. A lot of folks say their credit was unlocked. The SBA did a quick credit check on them. And then my money showed up, despite my credit being frozen, on April 14th. I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't get any emails. There was no question. There was nothing. It was literally, I filled that form out at 10:30 p.m. on March 29th, and the deposit showed up on April 14th. Wouldn't be surprised if it actually rolls faster this time around, but obviously no guarantees. So let me just walk you through the step-by-step process right now. Okay, on your phone, do this now. Let's do this together. We're gonna walk right through this. Go to COVID-19 relief.sba.gov. It's that first link that I've highlighted up here, not any of the other ones, this top hit one right here. I'll put some text on the screen too to make it very, very clear. Go to that webpage. You're going to end up at this page, which says that there's a notice of lapse in appropriations. This is going to change as soon as the president signs this bill and then the SBA gets around to unlocking the portal, which means this page could literally change tonight, tomorrow morning. It could change Sunday. It could change next week. I have no idea. My expectation is it's going to change very quickly. The portal already exists. All they have to do is flip a little switch on this page and the portal will be live again, which, given that so many people now know about this money, I would not be surprised if it's all gone within 3 to 5 days after they open this portal up again. So what I highly recommend you do is you create a bookmark, but not just a dumb bookmark, like literally add it to your home screen. If you have an iPhone or Android, you figure it out your own way if you got an Android. If you have an iPhone, just click this button here, add to home screen. There we go, free money. Okay, great, add that to the home page. Cool, now I have that bookmark on my home page. So here's what happens. This is my browser. I close out my browser. Now my life is as simple as clicking that little app right there. It instantly goes to the web page, and then I can see if the portal is up or not. Now, no guarantees that the portal is going to look the same when they flip that switch again, but this is what it looked like last time. You start with eligible entity verification. Applicant is a business of not more than 500 people, or applicant is an individual who operates under a sole proprietorship with or without employees, or as an independent contractor, AKA you got a side hustle, you check the box, and you're in. Then you have to check these little boxes here that say things like you're not engaged in illegal activities, nobody has more than 50% ownership interest and is currently 60 days behind on child support. So if you're behind on child support, this isn't gonna happen, which kind of sucks because it's kind of like it'd be nice to catch up on child support with this money, but apparently you can't. You don't do sexual performances, you don't derive more than a third of your revenue from legal gambling, you're not in the business of lobbying, and you're not a state, local, or municipal business. Then you fill out the questions they ask you. Business legal name. If you are your business, just put your name in there. Like if you're an individual and you're just Kevin Paffrath, the realtor, put in Kevin Paffrath, the realtor. In my case, I put in the Paffrath organization because I do business as Meet Kevin. Then for your EIN, for your sole proprietorship, that's your employer identification number or your social security number. If you don't have an EIN, use your social. Then you'll scroll down and you'll put in what your organization type is, whether you're an individual, a sole proprietor, whether you're a nonprofit, a franchise. You could put in revenues. I'm just doing this as an example here. This is a screen recording from March 29th. So the portal might be slightly different, but honestly, I doubt it. Anyway, you can see some of the other questions they ask here: gross revenues, cost of goods sold. If you have rental properties, like you're a landlord, maybe you're in one of my real estate investing courses where you learn how to make some sweet, sweet money buying real estate below market value, you'll enter some losses in here. If you provide any kind of faith-based services or some other descriptions, and then you're gonna put in your address, your city, state, country, so on and so forth. This is pretty basic. Now at the top of the next page, there's actually a box all the way at the top it's kind of cut off in my little old video recording here, but it asks you if your business is owned by another business entity. For most of us, the answer to that is going to be no. In other words, like, does McDonald's own the Paffrath organization? No other business owns my business. So check no on that box. Then you fill out your own personal information, your name, last name, phone number, your email address. You got to put your social in, all that good stuff. And then you continue on to the third page. On the third page, you answer some simple questions. Has the business or listed owner been convicted of a criminal offense during or in connection with a riot or civil disorder or other declared disaster, or ever been engaged in the production or distribution of any product or service deemed obscene by a court of competent jurisdiction? Anyway, they ask you all these crazy questions here. If you're presently subject to an indictment, whatever, criminal history, whatever. They keep going on here. If you have anybody else assisting you in filling out the form, you could put that information in here. That is not me. Do not put my information in here, okay? I'm not helping you do this form. Then you check this little box here. Look at that beautiful box right here. I would like to be considered for an advance of up to $10,000. This is predicated on how many employees you filled out on one of the prior pages. Then, very important, have your banking information ready. Bank name, Chase, account number, routing number. Then you review the information you put in, you check the little boxes here to do the stupid CAPTCHA verification, and then you probably have to do another one because you messed up, and apparently this is really good at tricking humans like me. All right, and then there you go, application submitted. So that's a full walkthrough of what the application process looked like the last time around. This is from the March 29th application. But remember, the easiest way to do this is have your banking information ready. Have it ready to go on your phone. Put it in like a little notepad. You could delete it later. You really need your employer identification number if you're a corporation or an LLC or some kind of entity. Otherwise, you need your own social and your banking information. That's the most important thing. Now, yes, earlier I did say that my credit was frozen and I still got processed. No guarantees if your credit is frozen, you'll still get processed. So you might be better off unfreezing your credit. And if you have no idea what freezing your credit is, it's basically something that's really good to prevent your identity from getting stolen. You could just Google like TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, credit freeze, and freeze your credit. You still grow your credit. It just means other people can't take your info. Just research it online. Oh, by the way, if you want to freeze your children's credit, because apparently like last year or 2 years ago, 1 million children had their identity stolen. I've got a link down below for how to freeze your children's credit. I did. Beyond that, have this bookmarked at the front page of your phone. If you want to be notified that this has been released, you can actually join the Discord in the link below. That's where we've been talking about the stimulus stuff. Anyway, if you turn on notifications there, I will announce that this portal is open in that Discord to everybody who's a member. You don't have to pay anything to join that. And yes, the link to this Discord where you could sign up for that notification is right below the link where you can get 2 free stocks with Webull when you deposit $100, the link to getting awesome life insurance that you could do within 5 minutes on your phone. And yes, it is also below the link for my awesome real estate investing courses where I teach you how to go from a $0 net worth to a millionaire by building your wealth investing with real estate. I started with $9,000. I made it happen. You can as well. But all that said, you'll find the link to the Discord. You don't have to, but if you want to, you just join it. Make sure you have notifications turned on, and I will at everyone to notify everybody once I see that portal live. I might not be the fastest, so no guarantees. I mean, if it happens when I'm asleep, sorry, the notification's gonna go out a little late, but it'll probably be well before I'm able to notify anything on YouTube. Of course, I'll imagine I'll probably make a video as well. So be prepared, this is coming, follow these steps, and thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.